Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He bore me on his back 1,000 times, and something about him being something. I can't understand a fucking word of Shakespeare. After a few charming DMs from Keemstar himself, I decided to revisit Area 51, as they were just crapping out updates left, right and centre. Like, there've been about 18 in the last week, and that's fucking insane. And I saw that, and I was just thinking, this game is going to be completely different in every few days, because of how radically they're updating. It's actually incredible how fast they're working, so I just had to revisit it. I also want to use this segment as an apology to DJ Killer Keemstar himself, as, you know, he was kind enough to use my voice clips in his game, uncredited I should add, and even give me a Steam free key for it, and I turn around and bite the hand that feeds me free Steam shovelware by just giving a negative review of his game and not even giving it a chance. Like, how is he supposed to know that once your game is released, it should be up to scrutiny? But that's besides the point. I apologise, Keemstar, from the bottom of my heart, for any loss of revenue, which might have been quite a substantial amount considering how many people rated my review. So I just want to say sorry, and if you ever need anything, you can DM me and I'll try my best to help you out. A few things to note before I start the video. I'm currently playing version 0.018 or whatever. It's the 18th update, alright? So keep that in mind. Like, it's still early access, but it's nowhere near as early access as my first video on the topic was. Okay, so I'm playing on a pretty low resolution, and the text doesn't fit the screen, but it's okay, we don't mind it. These aren't completable, but we're working on getting the, I don't know. I'm guessing level 1 is the one that we played earlier, the actual, like, the above ground one. So, normal, get good, and no-mageddon, and a secret easy mode, but we're not a scrub, we're gonna play normal. I can see do I press? Yes, I got it right. Nice. So let's see. Okay, so we now have a stamina bar. That's pretty good. What's that there? There's a gnome. I think the gnomes collect. Yeah. Guess the gnomes are collectibles and they make you fast as fuck, boy. Let's not get shot to fuck, though. Like the other guys. Oh, okay, so you have to go down there. Oh, medkit, nice. And a gnome. So let's run up here. Something about taking them to the UFO, is that? Okay, so we can either have 2 aliens or an item and an alien, or 2 items, so alright, I understand. Dumbasses. Oh shit. I think their field of view is slightly bigger than what their field of view actually looks like. You know, that does that cheeky naughty cheating that the Metal Gear Solid guards do. Click that gnome again, fuck yeah. Fast as fuck, boy! Woohoo! There's a guy with a ghillie suit on. I don't like how the controls are inversed for up and down, and I'm not used to that at all. Come here, mate. There's 10% down. 18 more to go. So let's go on the hunt! It really sucks that you have no means to, like, defend yourself. Like, I know, the developer said something about not wanting to have a game about shooting servicemen, but you could easily have it, like, an alien splat gun that just sort of like freezes them in place or something. That could be cool. Like guns and stuff, they don't have to be inherently violent. Like, you don't have to be like killing people. You can do what Shadow the Hedgehog does, and it just knocks them out if you really wanted to. But you know, he wants to make a pure memey stealth game, and I respect that. I can understand it. Like, that's his vision, and that's what he wants to do. If you're just cautious, the army guys don't really bother you, as they don't actively seek you out. Yep. They definitely have a bigger field of vision than what they look like they have. If you do want to make it a pure stealth game, then I'd recommend giving us a minimap with all of the guards' positions on it, or at least the ones we can see. If we can see a guard on screen, it sort of activates them or whatever, and so you can always see what they're looking at, if that makes sense. Sort of like tagging an enemy in any kind of sniper game. Or Metal Gear Solid 5. Metal Gear Solid 5 does that. If you can tag them with your binoculars. I wish your stamina was a bit bigger as well. Yeah, this is pretty fun so far. Oh, what was that? It's a little glitch here. Really wish you had more stamina. Just want Naruto run everywhere. You said we could and you lied! There's another gnome. Thank you very much. Like a little old gnome to add to my collection. Okay, so I'm about halfway done. I've been playing for... I don't know, it feels about 10 minutes. I don't know how long it's actually been. I'll be able to tell you soon. Like post-edit, I mean, I'll be able to tell you. So I found a smoke grenade. What could that be?
Reinforcements have arrived.
Okay, so apparently they do nothing. Alright. So, let's talk... Jesus Christ, let me fix that camera. Actually center it. Fuck. Okay, so, positives. It's actually a game now! Like, good fucking job! Like, you actually put out a product this time! 2, it is funny as fuck. Like, it's exactly what you said it'd be. It's everything you marketed it to be. And it's good. It's funny. 3, it is pretty damn fun. Now on to the negatives. 1, the mechanics are pretty bare bones. 2, some bits could have been more well thought out. And 3, I honestly wouldn't say it's worth the price tag. So, in conclusion, if you want to buy it, I would personally wait for it to be developed a little bit more. I wouldn't buy it now. Unless, of course, you're into early access and all that, but that's your prerogative. Now, what I'd personally change... Like, I mentioned a few things, but the things I'd add are some way of defending yourself, whether it be alien splatterguns that just freeze people, maybe some traps, sort of like freeze traps, like you put them down, and because the soldiers, they follow a pattern. Maybe you could put some traps down and it just freezes the soldiers in place. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe the other players could be working against you, if that makes sense. Or they could be working with you. Stuff like that. Like maybe they drop items when they die. Yeah, a minimap, like I said earlier, a minimap or just waypoints, that would be really good. That'd be really helpful. Because the last few aliens, I imagine, would be a pain in the arse to find. Especially if you haven't done it before, and that could be pretty tedious. And sort of not as fun as you expected it to be. Now on to the aspects that I've really liked. 1, I really liked the fact that you can hold 2 things at the same time, whether it be an alien or an item. That's a really cool idea. We don't see very many of them. Like, it's some sort of a weaker extension of dual wielding that sort of originated with games like GoldenEye, which hasn't had a game in a very long time, unfortunately. The gnomes are a fucking brilliant idea. They just make you invisible and let you go fast as fuck, boy. If I was to improve them, I'd make them Maybe turn them into a power-up, like in Mario Kart, where you get an item and you can choose when to use it. That would be pretty sweet. And 3, how there are always more and more AI swarming into the game. I think that's really cool. How the guards will call for reinforcements, and after the people storming it die, more rush in. That's fucking awesome. It means it won't just eventually get empty. Now, will this video get anywhere near as many views as the first one I made on the game? Probably not. Does this video invalidate anything I said in the first video? No. Everything I said in that video is what I thought to be true at the time and still do concerning that version of the game. This one is very different. Still pretty bad, but at least it's actually a game now. And with each consecutive update, it will get better and better. So, I think it's just cursed. I think rushed development time, barely any feedback. As you know, the developer DJ something, he's a bit of a glass cannon, and he's not very good at accepting criticism. You know, which is a fucking death sentence if you're a game developer. But it's a topic for another time. And you know, like the fact that they only had like 2 weeks at most to develop it is what fucked it over the most. Like, if we give it time to be developed properly, like if we play it in a few months, I guarantee it'll be pretty fucking fun. And that's what I'm hoping. Because I do want this game to be good. Despite what Keemstar thinks. I'm not a rabbit hater. I actually think you're really fucking funny. But I just want to thank my patrons. My 2 top ones are Stolen Dragoon and Ari Main. And all of my other ones. And all of the people who watch this video to the end. You help me out a lot with the algorithm, even though the average viewer only watches for about 2-3 minutes. I suppose if you factor in the people who accidentally click on the video and then click off, it's probably about twice that. Thank you so much for supporting me through these hard times of... It's been off-center by like a few pixels. What has it? I don't fucking know. You'll see me in my next video. See you later.